Hello everyone, welcome to Come Bake With Us. My name is Liz from Gracious Bakers, and with me here I've got Lulu. You should know her by now. She's doing the whole tutorial season with us, and we are here to showcase you how to bake some spiced carrot and pecan nut muffins today.
Yes, igama lami ngandingululu ezibasechilo ndisebenza nabexesha elide and edikudala ndisebenza nabo kule campaign. Suppose ba uyandazi by now. Silapha namhlanje ukubonisa into bana i-carrot cake yenziwa i-carrot muffin yenziwa kanjani.
That's right, Lulu. So it's very nice and easy. These are our newest pre-mix boxes. You will see it literally takes you 10 minutes to make. It's a very quick and easy recipes, and there's even an alternative recipe for you should you not wish to make the one on the front. So there's lots for you to explore on this box, and if you scan our code right there, you will see this tutorial. So let's get started. This is very simple. So we need our premix. Our premix is nicely, we've got our pecan nuts separate. So if you have a nut allergy, it's separate and you can just leave them out. It's no problem whatsoever. So that's our premix. We're going to be adding in some extra pecan nuts just because we want to make them a bit gourmet. We've got our erythritol because we are baking sugar-free as well to make sure it's diabetic friendly and that anybody can have this without affecting our health, without spiking our blood sugars, and keeping all of that nice in line. We've got some fresh lemon that we will be using in this recipe. We love using fresh lemon just because it's closest to nature. You can use your store-bought lemon juice if you prefer. You can use apple cider vinegar. You can use any acidity that you have at home. So it's really not a big bother if you don't have any lemons. We use egg. So we've got some nice farm eggs here. We've got some coconut oil. This is simply to brush our little molds with. It's not going into the recipe. We've got some salt, and then I've got a vanilla pot. I like using vanilla pots. You can use normal vanilla if you prefer, but I've got this nice vanilla pot that we'll be using today. We've got some carrots, and we've got some water. And that is all you require to make this recipe. It's really quick, it's really simple, so we do invite you to come and bake with us, and we hope that we are going to spark that feeling back into you to want to jump into the kitchen and bake for the whole family.
Yes. But esitsho ke i-premix yethu ayidibananga ne-pecan nut, and then if une-allergy ku-pecan nut ungangayifaki wamkelekile. Sine-erythritol which is yona ungayi-replace even if kungeswekile, as basinceda abantu abadiabetic nabo bakwazi ukutya apha. Sine-fresh lemon, sine-qanda, sine-coconut oil esizawuqaba ngayo amapani wethu, sine-tyiwa, sine-vanilla pot, and then carrot, sinamanzi, then sine-scale or uskala, sine-mixer yethu ukwenzela uba simixele kuyo. Engos.
Thanks, Lulu. Yes, we do need our little container with a whisk, and we make use of a gram scale weighing off this recipe. We just find that weighing off per gram is much more accurate than milliliters, so we prefer to use a scale. And then we've got a nice sieve because we need to sieve our mixture to ensure that our muffins are nice, light and fluffy. This is not like your normal gluten-free baking. They are non-crumbly, and you wouldn't even know that this is gluten and lactose-free.
Yes.
Lulu, shall we get started?
Yes, let's start.
Let's open up this packet. Scissor. Oh, thank you so much. So we just pop that right in there. We get all the mixture from the corners. We don't want any of it go to waste. There we are. Ah, thank you, Lulu. Before we get started, we are going to just oil our pans lightly. So I like to use a bit of coconut oil just to give them a nice non-stick coating. So I'm just quickly going to do that while Lulu is sitting there.
Yes.
You can use cook and spray as well for this. We just prefer to keep it as clean as possible, and that's why we use coconut oil as opposed to cook and spray. But you are welcome to use whatever you've got in your home. Now let's weigh off our wet ingredients. So we just pop our jug right onto our scale, and we are going to start weighing them off. Okay, so let's start with our egg. We crack our egg into our little bowl because we only require 40 grams, so we need to weigh this out. Okay, so let's pop that in there. There we go. Perfect. Just tear that. Then we're going to add some of our lemon juice. This is 15 grams of lemon juice we will be adding into this. So we're just going to squeeze that in there. These tools are really handy. One of the best investments I've made. They make my life so much easier. So do invest in them. They are not very expensive, but very handy. Okay. I'm going to be putting some vanilla pod in here, just because it gives us such a nice flavor.
Smell nice. Smell very nice.
So we're just going to cut a little piece open. Anybody who doesn't know how these work, and you make a little slit here, and then you fold it open, and inside you will find all these beautiful vanilla seeds, and then you just scrape them right out, so like so. So you'll see that is what it looks like. That's your vanilla. Not much. It's quite strong, so you don't want to use too much of that. And this is 300 grams of water. We've really tried to make these recipes cost effective, so that's why we advise you just to add water. It's really to cut the cost so that nobody's got an excuse to not eat healthy. It is really that simple, and you still have the same great taste as what you would have always had, so it doesn't impair the taste at all. Will you stir that up for us nicely? Thank you. And then I'm just going to wait for our sweetener.
Yes. Sigalele ke sigalele iqanda 40 grams weqanda. Sagalela is vanilla pod. Sigalele nayo vanilla pod. Inuka kamnandi ke bethu ngane sagalela amanzi wethu ngoba siyayimixa ngendlela right ukwenzela ukuba idibane.
Perfect. So our erythritol,
Yes.
we use erythritol because it's non-nutritive sweetener. It doesn't spike the blood sugar or anything. So we're just going to weigh that off, and that is 120 grams. So we've got that right there. And this we will just pop into our bowl with our premix that's already been sifted. There, we've got that ready, and now we're going to weigh off our salt, and that is 3 grams of salt. Okay. right in there. Just 3 grams, ready for us. Okay, Lulu, we need to get these carrots prepped.
Yes.
So it's about 3 to 4 carrots that we will require for this recipe. We give you both the option for milliliters and grams for your carrots, but we're quickly going to grate these up, and then they will be ready for use. I don't believe in peeling my carrots just because you have so much nutrients sitting under the skin, so I prefer to not peel them, just nicely washed and cleaned, and then they're ready to be used.
Sizogreyitha ikherothi yethu ke ngoku. Asiwakhuphi amaqolo thina ngoba siprefera noba ii-proteins zibe phakathi zingemki. So sizoyigreyitha ke ngoku ikherothi yethu as uba sigqibile ugalela iswekile kwimixer yethu.
Thank you, Lulu. Okay. So we grate this on the fine grater. You'll get a better product if you grate it on fine. Gluten-free baking is fragile, so the finer our carrots are, the better your product will be. Okay, let's see. Perfect. 250 grams of carrots. It's 250 grams or it's 500 mils of carrots that we use for this recipe.
Yes. Sisebenzisa 250 grams of carrot. That's yeyona nto esizayisebenzisa apha kuphela. Siza kuyixuba phayana siyimixe ngesandla sethu ngendlela right.
Perfect. So what we do next is we first mix our carrots with our dry ingredients and get them nice and coated. I love doing this by hand. I feel we need to play with our food, and so we can reconnect with that child instinct inside of us. We all used to love to play, and sometimes as adults we forget to do the fun things in life. So this is one of my favorites. And you really just want to loosen the carrots so that they're nicely coated with your flour before we continue with this recipe.
Usibone ke taba uneshore usayikhumbula ngoba usakhula usadlala ipopies benesishoro sekitchen lakho udlala ngokutya kwakho.
Okay, for this recipe we only use a spatula, so again it's equipment free. If you want to use a hand beater, you don't want to fold in, you can use that, but for this we just use a bowl and a good old spatula. We've tried to keep it as simple as possible so nobody has an excuse to not come and bake with us. Put a bit more first. Here. And now we just fold it nicely in the mixture so that it's well combined. There's really no skills involved in baking with our premixes. The kids, granny, grandfather, anybody can really do it. It is really absolutely that simple.
Ilula kakhulu indlela yosebenzisa i-premix zethu, even umntana utatomkhulu umakhulu angayenza lento ngoba ilula kakhulu. Thatha ixesha elincinci, ayilethi into ezi-expensive, ayilethi into ezininzi, isandla sakho, ispatula, isitya, ube izinto zakho uyopheka.
Absolutely. Let's pour that in there. And there you have it. That is your mixture, just before we add your pecan nuts and everything else. So it's quite a nice runny mixture. With gluten-free baking, we do incorporate a little bit more liquids, so your mixture is a little bit runnier than normal. Okay, so next we're going to add our salt. And then we will be adding in our pecan nuts. It's got a nice easy tear. I'm just going to crush them a little bit. So that they nicely, distribute it. And there you have it. Now it's just to pop this right into our molds and off to our oven. Our oven has been preheating right over here. It's on nice temperature. We've got it on just above 180. As you know by now, I like to preheat my oven a little bit warmer and then turn it down once we put these into our oven.
I-oven yethu iku-180 but xa sizifakayo izinto sizayithoba kancinci ukwenzela into yobana ithathe ixesha ukunyuka kwenzela uba zizovuthwa kakuhle. Sigqibile ke ngoku sizazigalela apha then siyozifaka kwi-oven.
Thanks, Lulu. I love using the ice cream scoop to scoop it into these muffin molds just because you tend to mess a lot less than when you were to use a jug or any of the other methods. But obviously you can do it as you prefer. So I'm just gonna pop these right in here. We fill our molds 3/4 full. So it's just like any other muffin or normal gluten baking, just 3/4 full. Nice thing about this is you can even make it into little carrot cupcakes. For the kids, you can make them a little bit sweeter and then you can just ice them and you have beautiful cupcakes as well. This is quite a nice big recipe, so it makes quite a lot of muffins for you. This will give us anywhere between 8 to 12 muffins, depending on what size your molds are.
Esiba esitsho ke umphathi wam le imix yona inkudlwanyana kunezinye ingakunika phakathi kuka-8 no-12 i-cupcakes. Xhomekeka into yobana wena uzigalela kangakanani na.
Pop some of these on top. And there we have it, 9 beautiful muffins, and they are ready for our oven and to be baked.
Nazo ke ii-muffins zethu ziyi-9 eziphumileyo ziredi ubana zifakwe kwi-oven.
Turn our temperature down to 180 and we are going to bake them for about 20 minutes. Okay, the timer's gone off. It's 20 minutes and our muffins are ready for us.
Yes, they are ready.
Let's see. Look at that. Aren't they just gorgeous?
So beautiful.
They were super easy to bake. They're super nice.
As wabona ke mphulaphuli nazi muffins zethu ziphumile ngoku kwi-oven. Zinhle ziredi for uba sizitye.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Okay, so let's see what they look like. See there. Oh wow. Look at that. Beautiful and moist. Lulu, shall we taste these muffins?
I can't wait.
Oh, me neither. They're nice and cool at a better temperature and they are lovely and moist and soft. They are not hard muffins. They're really super soft and they last for so long.
Ungabenzela abantwana bakho bethunani baphathe esikolweni zithambile uyazigcina for almost 3 days.
Just look at that beauty. It's beautiful and gorgeous. Let's just pull this paper weight off there. You will see they are super moist, super soft. They don't crumble all over the show. They're really nice. And they're so easy to bake. There's really no excuse for you not to have them. They are absolutely to die for.
Zihluthisa ixesha elide ke futhi bethu nani. Umntana wakho uba umnike i-cupcake nje yi-1, imini yonke umntana wakho uzawuhlutha and lixesha leChristmas ngoku funeke senze ngazo noba i-dessert like uzoyitya kamandi.
These muffins are really easy to bake. They're super nice, they're moist, they don't crumble all over the show, and you can keep them for 2 to 3 days nice and fresh. There's no reason for you not to bake these beautiful muffins. They're perfect for your kids' school lunch boxes, they're perfect for on the go. They're really filling and super nice. Come bake with us, show us your creations, show us what you've come up with. It really is easy to do. There's options on our website to replace the eggs with vegan options. Head over there, www.graciousbakers.co.za, and see our recommendations for egg replacements, and see our other premixes that's on offer. It's really a nice range. You wouldn't even know that you're eating something that doesn't contain any gluten or any lactose. It really is that good, and it is that simple.
Unyanisile bethuna nomphathi wami eziba ke qala ihlobo kuzawuba shushu into esiphela usiphatha abantwana bethu sizakonakala apha emini. Ungabenzela ezi muffins. Muffin nje yi-1 iyahluthisa for ixesha elide and uyakwazi uzigcina ezi muffins for almost 3 days. Yiza evenkileni yethu wethu online uzobona ezinye ii-recipes nezinye ii-mixes onothi usebenzise for i-Christmas.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lulu, for baking with us today. It was a pleasure, and yeah, I can't wait to do more baking with you.
Oh.
Thank you. Join our exciting tutorial series where we simplify the art of allergen-free baking. Discover how easy it is to create delectable confections using affordable and readily available ingredients. We'll guide you step by step, from basic breads to delightful cakes, proving that you don't need to sacrifice flavor or creativity to enjoy therapeutic joy of baking. Whether you're a seasoned baker who's lost your way or a budding enthusiast eager to explore delicious, healthier alternatives, our Come Bake With Us range is your new companion in your kitchen. Let's bake the world a better place together.